What's good, everyone? This is Ashe Moró back on the Life Rhythm interview series, and I'm here talking with another music artist from Detroit, Michigan. And, you know, he's been doing this for about 10 years plus. So we're going to really get an insight into how he's got to where he's at today and what he's up to now. So I'm going to let him introduce himself to you guys.
It's your boy YK Hollywood. Yeah, shout out to Kimberly's Pieces. That's where we at right now. And, you know, I'm here with Ashe kicking it, man. About to have some real good conversation. So, you know, tap in with us.
I wanted to start off by starting off with the question that we usually end the interviews with. And it's talking a lot about Detroit and the music scene here in Detroit and what we can kind of improve upon. I know you and me kind of talked yesterday just to kind of get to know each other.
Right.
About like someone with like the dog-eat-dog mentality that's here in Detroit, and I want to give you a chance to talk about that and maybe introduce some things on what you're doing specifically to improve that.
Yeah, well, shit, the dog-eat-dog thing, that's embedded in the city just along. That's just, I think, that's something that we was raised to think like, you know, our mentality is just like, hey, take care of your own, don't worry about the other side. And with that being said, that's like the crab in the bucket. Like, you ain't looking to help nobody else. You're just all about you. And that ain't even got nothing to do with music. That's just in general, everything we do. So just me being an artist and who I am, I wanted to like try to break the ice and try to bring people together. So I just started to do a showcase. And instead of having it to the point where it's like a trophy at the end where somebody can win the first place thing, it just like come out and just do you. To take the barrier off, the pressure off you, and just come out. And it's open arms for everybody. No matter if you rap, you sing, you dance, nationality, no matter whatever it is, bro. Just come out. And with that being said, I've been having a good. It been kind of shaky, but for the most part, people been taking it and really, coming out. I met a lot of people through that. Just in general, just like the people that's doing the blogs and stuff like that. I met a lot of people, and I'm just trying to break that barrier. It's saying it's another room for everybody. You ain't gotta be stingy with yourself and help. You know what I'm saying? It's a beneficial thing too.
Yeah, and I think it's gonna happen over time.
Right.
Doing more of these things and having people in the community that are really helping each other out. And I think we also talked about even Work Hard, Get Money, how you guys are even focused beyond the music aspect. And like you want to have resources for the life aspect because of the fact that Detroit has that embedded in the city and in the lifestyle beyond music. So
right.
I'm interested to kind of like get more information about Work Hard, Get Money as well.
Well, yeah, Work Hard, Get Money. That's something that I started. I was like 10th grade. It was just something. It started with just me and my brothers, like the people I grew up with. Just like a movement. Work hard, get money. Whatever you do, and you stand by those words, you can be a part of it. So we pushed that, and that was just what we was doing. But I just looked at it as something that I wanted to carry into music. So since I'm an artist, I knew that I eventually, after all the music is over with, I wanted to start a label. And shout out to my brother Vic. He live in Cali now. He helped me start it off. He's a real big part of this too. And we were just thinking like, bro, we just want the independent route and having our own label, but how we can separate ourselves from every other label and just building it within just not having artists around. Whatever you do in your regular day life, like whatever you do, is it you go to school, you be the lawyer, the mechanic, you can be a part of this label. We need that, you know what I'm saying? So we want to build an empire instead of it just being a label. And that just bringing more people involved. It just don't cut the doors off. You just open up the range of what we got going on. So we've been pushing that. You see, as you can see right now, we ran the merch, we live by these words, and, that's why I stand by it so tough, because it's an investment as well, but it's a life investment. It's something that no matter if you have ups and downs, you can still live by this.
Right, and it goes back to the whole aspect of that community. Like you're giving other people a chance to be a part of something.
Facts.
And everyone kind of helps each other out. Through the label, and even if outside the label, like they make a connection through the label and are able to meet up with people outside of it. Like I feel like you're not someone to make it exclusive, like, and that kind of goes back to what I feel like happens in Detroit is like you kind of keep this tight knit thing,
right?
And everyone else is just, the trust barrier is
It's
like
hard.
so thick.
Yeah.
To be able to, which rightfully so, it goes back to like, you know, the city as a whole and,
Facts, yeah.
and like the struggle. It's hard to like really break and meet that trust.
Yeah.
But it's something that is really going to help us grow because you see it in Atlanta and other cities of creatives helping each other out.
Yeah.
So I want to talk more about over the past like 10 years, you've been able to interact with people and build your team and build rapport. What have you done to be able to recognize I should introduce this person to what I'm doing with music? Like, how do you breach that trust barrier for yourself?
I mean, with starting it off, I think it was just something like that. It don't got nothing to do with music. It's genuine. I look at the morals, how you move. I build it off the way you move, actually, to be a part of what we got going on. And like I said, everybody that's around me is initially inside of this thing, which makes it, to me, more comfortable. It makes it more genuine because it's not like I asked you to be a part of it. It was just, you was my friend, you built something, you became family, and you became that because of the traits that you hold to yourself. So me finding it in somebody else is just, like I said, being a stand-up person. I watch how they move and how they're focused on their craft, and I just, it not even something we ask. It's just something that you just, gradually become a part of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how I really gauge it. I really don't have no set like structure for it.
Right.
It's really just straight on. Like, it's genuine. Like, if we kick it, and if I can tell that you vibing what we got going on, and you like, it's going, come on, let's rock. And we'll later talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that start off is just something that's, like I said, is genuine. Like, it's hard to even like pinpoint a word for it, or it's like, okay, you can just feel when something right.
Yeah, it's like intuition almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how I move off. I'm real big on energy. So if I don't rock with you, it's just like, I ain't gonna be around. You're not even gonna see me around. You can tell, like, yeah, he ain't messing with me.
Yeah.
So I'm real big on that. But everybody around me, I can trust them to talk to you. And I know that that's somebody that you can like trust. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's somebody around me. So you judge me off of the characters of everybody else around me, and that's how it should be. Because I'm a representation of them when they're not around, and that's how it should be, vice versa. So I'm real big on that.
Yeah, and I know we talked yesterday about how you've come up in different lifestyles too, and I'm curious to hear how that come up has impacted both your life as well as like your music that you make.
Well, yeah, growing up, the typical life in the city, a single parent home. My mama raised me. It was I had different stages of people who I lived with growing up. Living with my mom, like I said, she was a single parent. My sister was 10 years older than me. She's 10 years older than me, so she was already out the house. You know what I'm saying? So my mom had to work a job. So it was basically like she had to have a lot of trust in me, which made me have to grow up a little bit, you know what I'm saying, faster than other kids. So when she used to go to work, it was typically like, you know what I'm saying, there go your lunch, lock the door behind you, you're the man of the house. But with that being said, I was able to maneuver a little bit more than what an 8-year-old would have, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Had a key to the house, let myself in, get myself up for school, you know what I'm saying? So being that person that was in tune to the streets more because I was on my own, and then going to live with my aunt, we was never in the hood. She kept us away from it. She kept us in programs. So it helped me be diverse and have communication skills with other people. And I feel like that helped me throughout my life within my music because I'm not just in one base. It's not just the street life I can talk to you about. I'm tapped in with my emotions as well, and I can, touch different subjects. And that has just come through my life, you know what I'm saying? I grew up with my auntie. They went to Catholic churches. My mom, they Baptist. Like, everything was so different for me. So I got a little bit of everything. So if you listen to my music, you can tell it's not just one straightforward thing. You can't get used to it, can't get comfortable with it because I'm always switching it up. But it's gradually happening because it's my life. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like me growing up in those different kind of like environments, it helped me. Because some people in the hood, they never left the hood.
Yeah.
And that's why you get that one side, and it's hard for them to get through that layer because they don't have no other layer. They was only taught one thing. So I'm grateful for the struggles and how I was raised. And I shout out to my auntie too because she the reason why, like I said, I'm diverse now. I can talk to anybody in the room and hold my own. But still, my mom put that independent, you know what I'm saying, value in me too. Like, are you on your own? You got to get it done. You got to be responsible. So like, I just take it, and that shit was in my music too. So that helped me a lot.
Yeah, and it goes back to being able to create something authentic as well, and how you've been able to stand out because of that.
Right.
Is because you're able to relate back to your music, or back to your life through your music.
Yeah.
And a couple of the other episodes, we talked about the ability to create through your authentic self, and how that is the best route, because it's really what sets you apart from everything. There's so many people that maybe chase, trending music or certain sounds. Like, you've created your sound.
Right.
You've had influences from other, artists and that sort of thing. We talked about, 90s being a huge inspiration for you.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you've learned to take that and create something that is uniquely you.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, today's, you know what I'm saying, the most popular thing to do is just to follow us out. It's the easiest thing to do too. So, you got people want to be like the next artist. And it's cool because when you growing up and you trying to find yourself, you tend to go that route. But, I feel like it was easier for me to just to be myself. And I seen that me being myself, it touched people quicker inside the music, because you think that what you go through, that nobody else go through. So you don't want to talk about it. You shy away from it. You know what I'm saying? And not knowing that whatever you going through, somebody else is going through. Matter of fact, 1,000 more people going through it.
Yep.
So as soon as you break that barrier, you become the voice for them. And that's how you build your fan base. And I was never scared to be myself, but I was just trying to figure out a way I could put it out in my music. And once I found that, it's just like, okay, cool, I got it. And like I said, it come over time, you got to build that. But now it's just like second nature for me. Like, yeah, you get influences from other people, but you still make it your own.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Have you found a lot of support here in Detroit?
I can say the people around me support me. It's it's like a hard question for me, because it's like, to be honest, I don't look for it.
Right.
Because you never know where it comes from.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So
Correct.
It's not something that I look for. Like, so that's, again, when I do find somebody that will support me, it's like, damn, you don't have to. Why? So it's like, I kind of, you know what I'm saying, draw attention to that person, and we build a bond, because coming from the city, that don't happen a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I can say for my city as a whole, no, but I just feel like it's a reason behind it. I feel like they don't know how. They feel like it's a pride barrier for a lot of people to support others. So once you give them something that they can't, shy away from, they tend to open up and be like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can say that. Like, they just don't know how to give support, but that's what I'm doing, working every day to let them know it's okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, piece by piece, building your team, building those people that almost like connect with you on the human level too, that like
That's
really
important.
fuck with you.
Yeah.
And that's what I even noticed myself with a lot of artists, like, kind of moving toward, is not necessarily their music, but like who they are as a person.
Yeah.
And because at that point, like, I'm surrounding myself by almost mentors in a way, like, because their mindset is similar to my mindset, and those are the type of people and the type of things I want to hear stuff from.
Yeah.
Whether it's like them talking, whether it's their music, whether it's whatever, like, I'm now finding people that are, in my circle, and I may not know them personally, but they're still like what I consider to be a part of my circle.
Yeah.
So that, I think that's something I'm really trying to do with this as well, is like trying to find those sort of people that people can gear toward and connect with on a personal level, on a mental level, to start to build more people that have, our sort of mentality, because we believe in the craft.
Thanks.
Like, for you, this is a lifestyle. You left your full-time job to pursue this, and
Sheesh. Yeah.
yeah, and it puts you in a whole different level than having like this as a side thing, because it really forces you to be on your shit.
Yeah, it's like you either gonna sink or swim.
Yeah.
Like which one you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's what it. But you know, it's pressure. It's a challenge. That's why it's no competition. Like you got a lot of things about yourself that'll help you focus on just you. There's no competition for nobody else. Like I'm just competing with myself every day. Like that alone, just quitting your job, just puts you in a whole different, you know what I'm saying, mindset. It's like how you gonna eat, what's the next meal? That all comes from you and what you put out. So it's like around the clock, it's nothing to play. It's like in no playtime for real. When you in that mode, and it builds something, it builds character. But like, I think I just got used to like the struggle and just being with my back against the wall. It's something that's a part of me. I like it. So it's like, to me, it's not, I'm not even scared. It's just like, it's time to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, a lot of people, I got a lot of people around me that quit their jobs.
Yeah.
That's another thing too.
I mean, that's what you need too. It's all about like having those people around you again.
Yeah.
You know?
You know what I'm saying? Like we like, all right, what we gonna do now?
Yeah.
You know, now we helping each other. Like, you know, you investing in me, I'm doing the same thing.
Yep.
We all are a part of each other's investment. So
Yep.
like when you invest in something, like you really tend to that and you don't play around with it. You know what I'm saying? Because you spending money and you spending time with it, and that's time, you don't get that back.
Exactly.
So I'm not into wasting time for real.
Yep.
So
I always say there's two forms of payment. There's money or time. Someone who wants to get better by paying other people to do it,
Yeah.
like totally cool. But you also have to recognize like people are worth something. Like
Yeah.
their skill set is worth something. Their rates are there for a reason because they put in the time.
yeah,
And if it's something that, you know, you want to work hard toward over time, it's going to take longer, but in the end, it's going to cost less.
facts.
So-
Longevity looking. Yeah.
Exactly. So like, that's, I like to tell people that all the time because, you know, as creatives, like people are always wondering why are their rates so high? Like, why are we charging X amount of money? And it's because we put in the time to really learn our craft. I mean, you put 10 years
Yeah.
into learning your craft, and at some point, like if a company or an artist or someone wants to approach you, and you have the right to say, hey, like I'm worth this because I put in 10 years. you
Yes,
know?
I got the right to do. Yeah, it was a long time before I put myself on like platforms, cause I was just doing it because I love doing music. So when they came out with the Apple, I was still just putting stuff on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
I was putting whole projects on SoundCloud, and everybody was asking me like, why you ain't putting it on the platforms? You get paid for it. Even though but I just like to put the music out.
Yeah.
But I do feel like after a while, you kind of get that thing where it's like, you know what, I deserve to make money or make a profit off of what I do. I've been doing it so long, like I deserve it. I put the time in, like you said, and that's where I'm at with it now. Like I feel like in my city, I didn't show that I'm capable of making quality music. I gave a lot of music out. Now I want to take it to the next level,
Right.
which I've been working for so long. And that's another thing too. Like you said, 10 years, a lot of people would have folded by now.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you know, you feel like you try something, and if it don't work that next day, it's like you quit. You know what I'm saying? So now my journey is the total opposite. Like I've been in it 10 plus years, haven't reached the peak that I wanted to get to yet, and I'm still hungry like I first started. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because it's something that I love. I can't get away from it.
Yep.
So I might as well make it something, you know what I'm saying, that's a part of me until like I'm gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah, it's part of that legacy. So.
You know what I'm saying?
So what's coming up now? I know you said that you're releasing stuff on SoundCloud. Is this next project going to be released on the platforms?
Oh, well, SoundCloud, you ain't gonna see it on, you probably won't see it. You probably won't see it on SoundCloud. The last couple of projects I haven't dropped on SoundCloud. I've been putting them on major platforms. I'm not gonna cancel it out though. Like I still
Yeah.
put out music on SoundCloud because it's a platform. It's still a platform to reach fans that don't know me, and I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm not stingy when it comes to that, but I'm just gonna focus on the major platforms right now, just because you know it makes sense. And yeah, so the next one that's coming up, the How He the Shooter and the Artist, that'll be the next project that's out. Right now you got the Trip to Hollywood, you got Nobody Safe, you got the 1993 project. I'm all on major platforms. But yeah, we've definitely focusing on the next one, and we're putting a lot of work into this one.
And what's the premise of this new album?
So it's called How He the Shooter and the Artist. I want to ask you, what do you think when you hear How He the Shooter and the Artist? What do you get from that?
So how to what?
It's how is he the shooter and the artist? It's basically
how he's the shooter and the artist.
Yeah, but it's like how he the shooter and the artist.
Like how can he be both? Like living both worlds or both
okay.
lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's typically what it means. Like I said, and what I mean by that is I'm not gonna just go out there and say like I'm just out here just doing drills and shooting shit up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is it's two different lives that I wear my heart on my sleeve, and once you become like family to me, like that title was saying like, man, I'm the one that you would think that you up there to protect the brand, but I'm so like you. If I love you, I love you. I'm willing to hop on that other side for you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm living two lives because it's like I am the artist and I am the person that protect my family and people around me. So how do I balance both of those things? Because that can become detrimental. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That can become critical and real bad for the brand when you just so quick to be on both sides of the fence. So that's what this project is about. It's showing like I got one foot in, one foot out in my life in general. Like I'm still the person that, and the people around me know me best. Like I'm still ready for any type of, you know what I'm saying, situation that go on. But at the same time, I gotta be able to chill sometimes. Like I gotta focus on this.
Yeah, you gotta do your own thing.
So it's like, and yeah, but even when you say somebody tell you like, hey bro, you don't need to be in the streets, man. You need to stay in the basketball court and get that done. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you gotta focus on that. I'm still kind of the one that's like, no, like if the other side on that, let's go handle that too.
Yeah.
So it's like how you the shooter and the artist, like how you doing both.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's gonna be crazy. It just tapping into like a mindset that I have, for real. Like, I don't know. I feel like I get better with it. I'm getting better with it now, but it's real. That's the thing. Like, it's kind of me asking myself that question. That's what the title was like. How you the shooter and the artist? Like, how I'm sitting here doing both of these things when I should be focusing on this. You know, I should have somebody protecting that for me, but I'm still willing to be that person for the people around me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it can become a situation that's critical. Like I said, I done had situations that was like, could have went wrong. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing that just happened when you just around our city. So it's like, you can never just not. You gotta focus on both ends. You gotta like protect yourself and still gotta go for your goals too. Yep. So, yeah.
Awesome. So where can people like keep up with you and hear more about like when that's coming out?
Instagram. I got a Twitter. I really don't mess with Twitter for real. I'm really pinpoint on one platform right now. YK Hollywood. You check my Instagram out. I put a lot of content on there. I got a YouTube page as well. We getting the subscribers up on that too. Just stay tuned. I put out a lot of content. I'm always giving updates. You know, I'm always dropping music. So like, just stay tuned today, and you will see. I got a lot of stuff coming up. You know, so that's where you can find it at right now.
Yeah, and I'd like to give you a chance to, you know, plug anyone else in, you know, the Work Hard, Get Money, where people can hear more about that.
Man, the merch is going to be online, man, so y'all can get y'all merch online soon. We got our website we're working on. When it comes to that, shout out to Vic, shout out to Swayze, shout out to K-Vine, shout out to Figures J, Zavo, Gelato. Who am I missing, man? That's why I don't like doing this.
It's all good. It's all good. We can put in like all the description and stuff like that. So
the whole gang, Brill. I'm missing somebody, bro. Vincino. No, and shout out Kimberly's Pieces. I said that in the beginning though, but shout out her again. This was her establishment. You know, this is where we do a lot of our events at.
Yep. We make sure to put in the description.
Yeah, we do the platforms. It go down like it's quiet now, but this shit get crazy in here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want a spot to do your events at? Tap in with Kimberly's Pieces. She gonna hook you up. She do massages and all that. You know what I'm saying? Come get it. Yeah. Right. So yeah, just tap in with the gang. We got a lot of stuff going on. Shout out to Javon in the back. He do all my blogs. Low, do all the videos. Yeah, I'm surrounded by a solid team, man. That I feel like I know for sure that this ain't the last y'all hearing from us. So y'all gonna see soon.
For sure.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we're wrapping up. I'm Ashe Moró, host, producer. And make sure if you haven't yet, go check out the other videos as well. We're doing this weekly, so you guys are not going to be, you're not going to have to worry about not having other videos to watch. Excited to keep doing this and having these conversations, talking about creative process and how we can all grow. So thanks for tuning in.